Hello and welcome to my Pilates practice together at home. I hope you'll enjoy our session. As always, please listen to what your body's telling you. If a move is too strong for you or you find that you're getting tired and losing your alignment and precision, then please either just rest or do something a little bit more gentle. We're going to start on our mats. We're going to start in standing today and then we'll progress down onto the mat later on in the session. So let's get started. Stand on your mat, take your feet hip distance apart. Just get the weight nicely evenly distributed through both feet. Draw up nice and tall through your legs, keeping your knees straight but soft so you're not bracing them back. Gently tuck your tailbone under. Feel your spine lengthen as if you're being drawn up to the ceiling. And relax your shoulders down your back. So just gently open your chest. Feel that the top of your breastbone is lifting slightly towards the ceiling. Place your hands on your lower rib cage. And we're just going to start with some gentle breaths in and out, just to focus on ourselves, to let all that's happening around us just pass into the background. So nice, gentle breaths in, if you can, through your nose or through your mouth, whichever's more comfortable. And then just gently out through your mouth, lips just a little bit apart. And again, nice gentle breath in. Let your ribs lift up and out and out. One more nice breath in. And relax that air out. Lovely. Relax your hands down by your side. Just make a fist and stretch your fingers just to relax your hands. And we're going to go into shoulder rolls. So nice circles round with the points of your shoulders, getting as much movement as you can through your shoulders, but thinking about what's happening on your back too. In order for your shoulder girdle to move, those shoulder blades have got to be able to move nice and freely on your back. So you're drawing your shoulder blades up, drawing them back and down together, pulling them down your back, and then relaxing them forwards. Let's do 3 more big circles. One more. And relax your arm down. We're going to do some arm floats, but we're going to do single arm floats, and we're going to hold the shoulder to maintain the position of the shoulder down the back, because as you float your arm forwards and then up, your shoulder wants to rise. So if you have your hand there, it gives you a little focus. Try to keep your shoulder down and relax your hand down. So hand on your shoulder, float your arm up. As you come higher, you'll probably feel you want to take your arm slightly out to the side and bring it down. One more on this side. So this is all about drawing your shoulder down your back, getting nice control around the upper part of the body. And down. Let's do the same on the other side. So place the other hand on that shoulder and take your hand forwards and up. And I'm quite aware as I bring of that movement that I'm getting through my shoulder and my shoulder girdle as I bring my arm up. Let's do one more. So this is just warming up. And then let's do that with both arms, just like we would do normally. So So float your arms forwards first, just to shoulder height, bring them down. Take a nice breath in as you bring them forwards and up. Keep those shoulder blades drawn down your back. Remember that feeling you've just had. And breathe out as you bring them down. And again, nice float forwards and up. Shoulders drawn down your back, drawn onto your back as well. You're not letting your shoulder blades swing away. And down. Relax your hands by your side. And you're going to slide your hands down your side. So you're getting that feeling of length here. And come back up. Same on the other side. Nice slide down. Gentle side flexion. Feel where your body is moving in space. Imagine you're between two panes of glass. And you're not rolling forwards or rolling back. You're coming down to the side. You might find that one side is easier than the other. One more to each side. Nice slide down. Gently warming up. Bring that back to the middle. Take one arm forwards, one arm back. Keep your hips facing forwards. And take the other arm forwards. So we're taking alternate arms forwards and back, keeping control around the lower body. So we're getting a gentle twist through the spine. Nice stretch through the arms. And again. And we're going to add, next time your arm comes forward, we're going to peel the opposite foot off the floor. And down. Same on the other side. So we're getting a little bit of movement through the lower limb. Trying to keep your pelvis nice and level. And let's speed that up a little bit. So we're going into an alternating foot pedal. One side and then the other. Keep those shoulders down. Have your knees tracking forwards over the middle of your foot. Take the weight through your foot as you roll that knee forwards and back. Nice control here. One more on each side. And we're going to take that foot pedal into a knee float. So opposite arm and leg. Float your knee one side and then the other. As you lift your knee, try to bring it in line with your hip. Try not to have your hips scrunch up too much. Keep that length here that we had when we did those side flexes. We felt that nice length through the side. Try and keep that feeling of length through the side. Nice float up and down. Now you can stay here, or if you want to work a little bit harder, you're going to float your knee and then you're going to extend your leg and bring it back and down. Same on the other side. Float, extend your foot, bring it back and down. We'll do that from the side. So we're going to keep nice and long. Bring your knee up, extend your leg, bring it back in and down. So your back is staying in neutral. Good, extend here through the leg. And down. Lift. Extend. And as you're standing, you're having to work all those postural muscles to get your balance. And you're making those muscles work harder by having that length of your leg in front. Let's do one more on each side. Nice lift. Extend. Keep it all under control. Last one. And bring it back down to center. Just get yourself aligned on your mat again. We're going to do a little bit of work in balance. So you've got both feet on the floor. You're going to transfer your weight over onto your left hand side and just lift the right foot away from the floor. So you're balancing on one leg. Now if you know your balance is not good, go and put your hand on a nice heavy piece of furniture, a chair or a sofa that you know is not going to fall. And just practice your balance there. If you're happy, just balance here. Float your arms forwards. Keep everything nice and steady. Float them up. Bring them out to the side. Take one arm up over the top, one underneath. Back. Whoa. And the other way. Bring that back. Bring your arms down. Just balance on the one leg. Hold if you can. Nice press in and out. Good work for your balance. Feel this hip working too, or at least I can. Getting a lot of work here. Try not to let your hip drop out. Lower that foot down. Just have a couple of loose foot pedals, just loosen off those hips. And we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So get your position first. Nice and steady on the mat. Float one knee, bend your knee up. Take your foot back. Get your balance. Check you're not sticking this hip out. If your balance is not good on this side, again, go to the furniture. Hold. Whoa, I'm wobbly on this side. Bring the hands forwards. Take them up. Try and keep that neutral through your spine. Don't let your back arch as you take them up. Bring your hands down by the side. Good hold here. Nice breaths in and out. One hand up. One hand under. Little bend. Bring that back. Same on the other side. Don't forget your nice breaths in and out. You're concentrating, you tend to hold your breath. Try not to do that. Back to the middle. Balance, hold your breath. A few nice breaths in and out. And relax that leg down. Lovely, well done. Just loosen off those hips. You can feel that works all around the upper leg, as well as challenging all those postural muscles to work. Right, we're going to do a little bit of work for our inner thighs, and we're also going to work our legs a little bit more strongly before we get down on the mat. So take your feet into a plie position. So you've got your feet turned out to the side. So there, if you were a clock, you'd be 10 to 10, 10 to 2, 10 past 2. Stand up nice and tall and gently tuck your tailbone under and just gently tighten this corset that you've got around your middle. So you're going to try to keep your spine in a good alignment as you come down into your plie. So we're going to practice a few plies first. And then when we've done those, we're going to add a twist to the side. I want you to be very careful as we twist to the side to take your feet around so you're not damaging your knee. Because if you swivel on the mat, you could just catch your knee. And from that twisted position, we're going to come down into a lunge. So you're going to have to raise that back heel and bring it back to the front. So we're going to start first of all with some pliés to practice, and then we'll go into our lunge. So feet at 10 to 2. Relax your hands on your hips just to practice, and we're going to lower down into our plié. So come down to where you know it's good for you. Try to take your knees back if you can. Open those hips. And then squeeze up to a nice standing position. And again, let's go down. Let's float the arms. Nice plie. Working the muscles around the hip, working the inner thighs. Down we come. And up. And of course, we're working our core because we're keeping the body upright. So it's as if you're sliding down a wall. We're going to come up, we're going to rotate your feet and float your arms forwards as you come down into a lunge. Come back up, twist your feet, make sure you turn your feet carefully on the mat, down into your plie, back up, turn your toes carefully, down into your lunge, back up, into our plie. Got a nice little pattern here. Turn your feet, lift that back heel as you come into that lunge, come down nice and straight, push back up, into your plie. And again, turn the feet, lift the back heel, float those arms forwards, and up. Down into your plie. Take it nice and gently. Down into your lunge. There you can keep your knee on the mat, or you can let your knee hover. Little hold. Push back up. Into your plie. Come back up. Turn those feet. Raise that back heel. Down into your lunge. You want to hover that knee, hover. Back up. Into your plie. Do that once more. So nice turn. You don't have to hover the knee if you've had enough. Just raise your knee, hover. Ooh, feel that on the front of your leg. And up. Down we go. Last one. Carefully turn your feet. Lift that back heel before you come down. Into your lunge. And raise that back heel, raise that back heel. Back knee. Bring that back up. One more plie. Down we go. And squeeze back up. Nice work. Bring everything together. Just roll your shoulders. Take some nice breaths in and out. I'm just going to move my mat a little bit. And we're going to come down onto the mat. So stand at the back of your mat. Stand nice and tall. We're going to do a little bit of spinal flexion, so just gentle rolling through the back. We've done this before. So just chuck your chin in and just gently let your back peel forwards, letting your knees bend, sliding your hands down your thighs. And then rolling very gently back up and opening your chest at the top. Let's do another one of those. Just a gentle movement forwards, just to get the back moving piece by piece by piece. And then roll back up. Now next time we roll down, we're going to get down onto the mat with our hands. So if you need to bend your knees more, please bend your knees more. So we're going to roll forwards, working through the spine, bone on bone, as we come forwards, letting the knees bend. Let them bend more if you need to put your hands down on the mat, and then you're going to walk forwards with your hands into a dog stretch. So place your hands with your fingers forward. Have your feet a little wider than hip distance apart, more towards the edge of your mat. Push through your arms, push through your legs, take those hips right up to the ceiling. Lower your heels down. If you can't have your legs straight in the dog stretch, don't worry, just have them where they're comfortable and you feel you're getting a little bit of a stretch. Let's do some gentle knee bends here. So just little foot pedals on either side. Just gently stretching through the back of the leg. Try and keep that height through your hips. One more. I'm going to come into a full stretch. And then you're going to bring your weight forwards into a full arm plank. If full arm plank is not for you, for your shoulders or whatever reason, your wrists, bring your knees down onto the mat. I will show you when we get there. So we're going to come into a full arm plank. If you want to release the pressure on your knees or your shoulders or your wrists, just relax your hands down here. Relax your knees down rather. Otherwise you're in a full arm plank position. I'm going to move back a little bit. We're going to raise one leg and bring it through onto the chest. Take it back and lower it down. Same on the other side. Bring the other knee through onto your chest. Take it back and lower it down. Bring one knee in, have it hover, and the other knee hover. You could do a superhero here if you're not doing a full arm plank. Lower your knees, relax your hips back, go into a shell stretch. Nice breaths in and out here. So we're going to repeat that. We're going to do it another 2 times. So if you're here for our full arm plank, you could bring your knees in more if you really are challenged through your shoulders and your upper limbs at all. And when we're doing our leg stretches, you could do some superheroes. So let's go from shell stretch to all fours. Tuck your toes under, back up into your dog stretch. So have a nice stretch here, take your feet a bit wider. Get yourself in a good position. Don't be afraid to move yourself about and get the movement right for you. Don't feel you've got to be in the right position straight away. There's often adjustments that need to be made. Bring your weight forwards into your full arm plank if that's what you're doing, or your knees down or on all fours. Bring your knee in. Stretch it back. Lower it down. Same on the other side. Bring that knee in. Stretch it back. Lower it down. Bring your knees into a knee hover. Bit of an adjustment there. Check your back's in neutral. You're not sagging. Keep that tummy drawn in. Nice breaths in and out. Don't have your knees too high off the mat. Don't have them up here. Try to get them so they're just literally floating off the mat. Knees down, knees apart. And back into your shell stretch. Nice breaths in and out here. Let's do that one more time, just so we get it absolutely perfect. So come back into your dog stretch. So take those feet apart, shoot your hips up to the ceiling. Little adjustment, get yourself right, relax your head down. Don't have to hold your head up here, just let your head relax. Push through your arms, push through your legs. It's a lovely position for stretching your joints, working your muscles. Bring your weight forwards. Full arm plank. Again, adjust if you need to. Lift one leg. Bring that leg through onto your chest. Take your leg back and up. Doesn't have to be too high. Lower down. Same on the other side. Lift the leg. Bring it through onto your chest. Stretch it back. And lower that leg down. Bring your knees through into that knee hover. Nice breaths in and out. Take your knees apart, feet together, down into a nice shell stretch. Relax your head. If your head doesn't touch the mat, you could use your little towel if you have one, just to relax your forehead on. It's quite nice, you get a little bit of pressure here through that centre of your forehead, which is quite a relaxing place to have a little bit of pressure. Take some nice breaths in and out. And then we're going to come up. We're going to lie down on the mat with our legs bent. So have your knees bent, feet flat on the mat. Knees and hips are in line, as are your feet. Put your hands on these big bones of your pelvis here, and we're going to gently arch and hollow the back. So don't arch away too much. As you feel your back coming into the mat, you'll notice your pelvis is tilting, your ribs and your pelvic bones are coming together. So you're having to contract your abdominal muscles to do that. And then we're working the muscles more through the back. to do that little hollow, but as I said, don't over hollow. Nice and gentle. Just get some movement through your spine after we've held it so straight through our planks and those hovers. Now find your neutral position. So that's in between those two moves. You should have just a very gentle curve in your back. Feel like you could all get your fingers just underneath there. And we're going to do a little bit of ab prep before we go into some slightly stronger moves. So, you can either put your hands on your knees or have them down by your side, wherever's comfortable for you. Check your shoulders nice and open. Take a nice breath in to prepare. Feel your ribs moving nice and wide. And then as you breathe out, bring your ribs towards your hip bone and look between your knees. A little ab prep. And roll back down. And again. Nice breath in to prepare. Breathe out. And relax down. So as you come up, you'll feel your back is pushing down into the floor. Again. Nice breath in. Breathe out. Try not to overwork the upper neck, upper body. And relax down. Let's do two more. And down. So just making these abdominal muscles move just a little bit more. We've done lots of work where they've been working away. You've not really been aware of it, but now we're focusing on them a little bit more. So we're going to go from here into a single leg stretch. So scoop one leg up into tabletop and then the other. And as you bring them up, you'll notice your back pushes down into the mat, and that's absolutely perfect. So we're going to do classic single leg stretch. You can do this with your head down on the mat, or you can come up into that ab prep position and stretch your legs away. So let's work together. If you are finding it that when you stretch your leg, your back arches, then you're not ready to have your leg out so low, take your leg a little bit higher. And it's through working through what's right for us that the strength gradually increases, and we're not going to be causing any damage. It's when you work to a too high a level too quickly that you can injure yourself, and we really don't want that happening. So nice stretch. Try to keep your pelvis still as you alternate those legs. One and then the other. Nice stretch of the leg if that's what you're doing. If you find that you're getting tired and this is too much, just take it into a toe dip. Otherwise we'll just do a few more. Keeping the body as still as possible, keeping this area here nice and steady. One more on each side. Last one. Draw your knees in, relax your head down, turn your head side to side. It's quite hard work on your neck, keeping your head up like that. So from here we're going to go into a double leg stretch. So again, if double leg stretch works you too hard, have your feet on the floor and just do some nice knee lifts, and maybe take your feet out a little bit further. side. We're going to go into a double leg stretch. So bring your knees up into tabletop again. Bring them in a little bit more. Keep your head down this time. And we're going to extend arms and legs away together. Keeping that back down on the mat. So not letting your back arch. And then bring that back in. And again, nice stretch out and back in. Reach out. Coordinate the movement so your arms and your legs are moving together. Then draw them in. And again. Take them out. And in. Right, let's add a little variation. So as you're going to take your legs out. As they're there, you're going to bring your knees out to the side so you're like a frog. Stretch your legs away and bring them back in. Let's do that again. So extend away. This is a harder level, it may not be for you. Take your knees out to the side. Keep your back down. No arching at the back. Stretch those legs away. And bring your knees in. Nice full stretch. If you're doing the frog's legs, bring those legs in. Extend those legs away. Bring your arms in. Let's do 3 more. Nice, extend away. Working those hips, as well as working the abs. Working the upper body. Your back shouldn't be arching away at all. Your shoulders shouldn't be coming off the mat. Your back should be on the mat, nice and even pressure through your spine. Last one. Stretch away. Knees in. Stretch them out and bring them back into your chest. Hug your knees and have a little roll around. And round the other way. We're going to do some work for the muscles that run across the abdomen. So let's put our feet down and do some knee rolls. So have your feet and your knees together. Put your hands out to the side. And let your knees roll to one side. Keep your shoulders down and relax. Just let your knees roll over. Keep your feet together. Keep your knees together. Hold there. Great. Gently bring them back up. Nice breath in. Breathe out as you roll your knees over the other way. Control that roll. Don't let them flop down. Take them down really gently, nice and slowly. Nice breath in. Breathe out. Bring them back up. So you can stay at this level, rolling your knees side to side with a little pause at the bottom. So we're not getting momentum, we're using the muscles across here to work those legs side to side. Or you can bring your legs up into tabletop and you're going to do the same. You're going to roll your legs slowly over to the side. Gently, gently, gently. Don't let them suddenly flop down. Control that move. And then bring them back up. Just as nice and smoothly. To the top. Take a nice breath in. Breathe out, roll those knees to the side. Slowly, slowly, slowly. You'll find this shoulder will probably lift a little bit if you've got your knees in tabletop. Just try not to have too much tension through your upper chest. If you feel like you're gritting your teeth, your neck's tight, you're probably working too hard. It's too strong a level for you. So just feel how it is. Let's do that again. So we can add a leg extension as we go over. Lots of nice variations with this. Bring it back up. Keep it nice and smooth and steady. Try to make the movement flow. I'm going to have trouble with the curtains. Back up. One more to each side. Moving down the mat too. So extend the leg. Roll nice and slowly. Don't rush. Bring it back up. Bring that knee in. Same on the other leg. It's not going to happen for me. I'm too close to the curtains. Roll. And bring that back up. Draw your knees in again. Just give your back a little roll around. We're going to do some work on our sides. So turn onto your side. We're going to do some work with clams. So have your arm stretched out. If you want a little pillow here, that's really nice. You can put a cushion here or your towel, or if you've got a block, you could use a block. Bring your knees so they're bent and your feet are in line with your back. So your back should be in a nice neutral position. Your feet in line with your back. Have your chest open. If you know you tend to crunch forwards, try putting your arm maybe behind. It helps to keep the chest open. And we're going to do a simple clam first. Well, we're going to do 10. So we're going to do 10. Just nice simple clams, working our hips. This is obviously working all the muscles around the hips, the glute muscles. Lots of hip muscles. So eyes open, keep this part of your pelvis steady, so gently draw in here. Feel that you're scooping in through your middle. As usual, I've lost count through talking. We'll do another couple. If you've been counting, just keep going till you get to 10. Bring that knee down. Now we're going to raise the feet. And we're going to do the same, but with the feet raised. Nice movement through your hip. Using our hip in a slightly different range to normal. We tend to just use it working forwards and back. It's good to use the rest of the joint. It's an amazing joint that we have there, amazing range of movement allowed at your hip. And when you've done your 10 of these, you're going to open, extend the leg, bring the leg back in and close the clams. So we're going to do 10 of those. So open, extend, bring that leg back in, that's number 2, close your clam. Okay. Number 3. Check your upper body's nice and open. 4, 5, 6, keep your pelvis still, 7, 8, starting to feel it in that hip, don't know about you, 9, 'Last one, 10. Bring that down, bring your hips down, draw your knees in, give that hip a little rub if you need to. And then we're going to do the other side. I'm going to roll the other way so I haven't got my back to you. You can just roll over. We're going to do exactly the same series but on this side. So set yourselves up, arm out, chest nice and open, knees bent, feet in line with your back, and we're going to start with those simple clams. So if you tried with your hand behind and you liked it, we'll do that again. Just help to keep that open, chest open. 1, try and count this time on this side, 2, 3, 4, draw in through here, keep your pelvis nice and still, 8, 2 more to go. This nice simple clam. You can stay here, you don't have to do the variations. Obviously it's up to you. Lift your feet. 1. That's the nice thing about working at home. You can do what you want to do. You can let your ego go a little bit and work to your own level. 5. Try and keep everything steady except for that leg that's working. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and now we're going to do the knee open and the leg extend for 10. And down, close that clam, open the clam, extend the leg, that's number 2. Number 3. Halfway there, 5 more to go. Just check your position, check your hips staying nice and steady, you're not wobbling about. Check you're taking some nice gentle breaths in and out too. Number 8. Number 9. 4 more to go. Ooh, I'm glad it's the last one. And 10. And those hips a rub. And then turn over and go into a shell stretch. Let's give those hips a little stretch. So feet together, knees apart, relax down. Oh, nice stretch here. Deep breaths in and out. Feel how the air fills the back of your chest in this position. And then you're going to bring yourself forward so you're lying flat on your stomach. I'm going to come this way around. We're going to work on the upper back first, then we're going to work the legs. We're going to work them separately today. So bring your hands by your head, look down towards the mat, try not to look forwards as you come up, and just lift your breastbone and your chest away, keeping your hip bones down on the mat. So gently draw your tummy away as you lift, so you're working that natural band around here. So you can stay here just lifting head and shoulders, or we're going to start and lift our arms as well. So let's lift, hold it here, squeeze your shoulder blades together and then relax down. So it's lift, squeeze, relax. That shoulder blade squeeze and relax down. And again, lift, squeeze, back and down. Nice lift. Work those muscles in between your shoulder blades and down. We used them when we were doing our warm-up, doing those shoulder rolls. We're using the same group of muscles, but now we're moving them a little bit more strongly. So it's a nice squeeze together and down. Let's do 4 more. Number 1, 2, 3, good squeeze, relax down, last one, lift, squeeze those shoulder blades together, walk on, squeeze, 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 and relax down. Relax, maybe put your hands under your forehead, or if you're using a towel, just place your towel under your forehead so you're feeling comfortable. And we're going to work, keep your head facing down. I'm going to look at you because you can hear me then. We're going to work our legs. So wiggle your legs down the mat so you're nice and long. Take a nice breath in. And as you breathe out, just gently draw your tummy button away from the mat. So you've got a connection here around your middle. Stretch your right leg away. So it's really long and you're having to work the muscle on the front of the leg, and just gently float that away from the mat. Keep your bone of your pelvis down and lower. Same on the other side. Nice lift. And down. And again, raise and lower. And again. We're just doing single leg lifts. Move forward. That's better. Nice lift. And down. Keep that leg straight as you lift. So you're keeping the muscle on the front of the leg is working too, as well as your glutes. And you hold and do some little pulses. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and lower. Same on the other side. If there's any pinching in your back, just do gentle leg lifts. Don't lift as high. 6, 7, 8. Let's do one more set on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax that one down. Last one. Nice straight leg. You should feel your glutes working here. And relax down. Nice work. Bring yourself into your shell stretch. We're going to come in a minute into our planks. So we're going to do 3 short planks rather than one long one. So from here, you're going to bring yourself forwards onto your elbows. Just readjust my tights. And bring yourself into this half plank position. And half plank is working all those muscles that we're working in full plank. So if you want to just keep it to a half plank, keep it to a half plank. If you're going to work a little bit harder, tuck your toes under, extend the legs back and bring yourself into a full plank position. Have your weight forwards over your shoulders. Check you're not rounding your back. Try to have your shoulders spread. If you have your hands together, the danger is you tend to roll your shoulders together a little bit more. So just try to keep it open. Bring your weight forwards. Take some nice breaths in and out. And we'll just hold just a nice straight plank to start off with. So check the position of your neck as well. I always used to tend to look at my feet for some reason. Keep your neck in line with your spine. Keep your abs gently drawn in. Squeeze those glutes. Tuck that tailbone under a little bit. Don't have your tailbone sticking up. Shouldn't be any pinching in your back. And then when you're ready, lower those knees. And let's take that back into a little shell stretch. Back we go. Have a little stretch here. We're going to come forwards again into another plank when you've had a little rest in shell stretch. And this time we're going to do exactly the same as we did in our full-arm plank. We're just going to lift one leg straight and lift the other one. So alternating leg lifts. Try to keep everything nice and steady and in line. So bring yourself forwards into that half plank position. Tuck your tailbone under, tuck your toes under. Bring yourself up into your full plank if that's what you're doing. Otherwise, just roll up and down through the half plank. And then we're going to lift one leg and then we're going to lift the other. So try to make it nice and smooth. Try not to throw your leg up. Gently lift one leg and then the other. Keeping everything else nice and steady. One more on each side. And then let those knees down. Back into your shell stretch. Have a little breather, one more to go. And then we'll do some stretches. So this last plank we're going to do, full plank. And as we did in our straight arm plank, we let the knees come down towards the floor and hovered. So we're going to do the same, but then we're going to straighten them back up again. So try to keep your body in line as you lower those knees. So let's get this last one done. Come forwards into your half plank position. Get a nice position through your back. Check your shoulders are open. Your weight is forwards. Your neck is in a nice alignment. And then if you're coming into the full plank position, bring yourself up into your full plank. Tuck your tummy under. And you're going to keep everything still. And just lower those knees towards the mat. And then extend them back. So nice and steady. Lower them down, don't let them touch, don't stick your bottom up, try and keep everything else under control. I know it's hard. We've done quite a lot of hard work through the class, so this is just the final little bit, and we're going to do some nice stretches then. Last one, knees bend, hover, 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 extend back, lower your knees down, and into your shell stretch. Give that back a nice stretch out in your shell stretch. Take some nice breaths in and out. Plank always makes you feel a bit breathy, especially your body's working hard, as you know. And then we're going to come forwards and let's do a quad stretch. So get those hips nicely down on the floor, bend your knee. Now if your knee is fine, then hold onto your ankle and draw your foot in. If you have any issues with your knees, please just hold the stretch here, or maybe bring your foot in a little bit more. There shouldn't be any pain or discomfort in your knee. Just draw your foot in. In order to get hold of your foot, you've probably had to take your knee out to the side, so just draw it in so it's in line with the other foot. Take some nice breaths in and out. Make sure that hip stays down on the mat. Let's change over, do the other side. So same again, this knee might be very different to the other one, so just listen to what your knee's saying to you. Draw that foot in, feel the stretch down the front of your thigh. As I say, there should be no discomfort in your knee or your hip. Relax that down, bring yourself up into sitting. So you can sit how you would like. I like to cross leg sit. You may prefer to sit with your legs in front. Just get your comfortable position. Think about the position of your spine. Don't be slumped down. We've done lots of lovely work to open the chest, to make the body feel alive. So let's just keep that through our stretches. Take your hands together, stretch them forwards in front, and then look down towards the floor. You should be feeling a stretch across the upper back. If you're not feeling that stretch at all, take your elbows out to the side and just gently draw your hands in towards you. Look down. Stay nice and tall through your back. Relax that down. Take your hands behind. Bring your hands together and then take them back. So you're stretching through the front of your chest. Try not to poke your chin forwards. Keep yourself tall. Just lift your hands away. You don't have to lift your hands right up in the air. This is just stretching the front of the shoulders, stretching the arms. Relax that off. Take one arm over, place the other hand on the mat, stretch over. Look up. If you have any neck issues, just stay looking forwards. Bring that back down. Same on the other side. Nice, reach over. stretch down your side. Bring that down. Bring your knees up. Take one foot under and one knee in. Hold your knee with the opposite hand. Turn your body and look to the side. So you should be getting a twist. Try and keep nice and tall. Shoulders down. Neck nice and long. Nice breaths in and out. Bring that back to the middle. Change over. Let's do the other side. Hug the knee. Come up tall and twist. Bring that back to the middle. Bring your feet together. Hold your feet. Stretch up tall. Take your knees down to the side. Stretch those inner thighs. We work them with our plies. Nice breaths in and out. Just take your knees to where they feel like they're getting a gentle stretch. Don't force anything. Never force your body. Take yourself round, lie down on your mat. Stretch one leg out, bring the other leg into your chest. Stretch that leg to the ceiling. Hamstring stretch. Nice big circle with your ankle. And round the other way. Bring that other leg in, cross your foot over it, take your knee out to the side, stretch these muscles here. You can draw that knee in if you want to. You should be feeling a stretch here on the outer side of the hip and thigh. Just check the rest of your body's in a good position, you're not all scrunched up. Keep everything nice and open, nice breaths in and out. That down, bring the other knee in, stretch your leg out. Nice hip stretch. Stretch your leg up to the ceiling, draw that in. Feeling a stretch here, giving those hamstrings a nice stretch. And we're going to circle the ankle, we'll get some stretching then going on through the whole of the back of the leg, so coming down into the calf as you draw that foot down towards you. Round the other way. Bring the other leg in, cross the foot over. To draw your leg in. You don't have to bring your leg in. If you're getting stretch enough with your foot down, just leave it there. Relax that off. Bring both knees in onto your chest. Your lower back lift away from the floor. Give your back a little massage on the floor. Nice circle round. out into a full body stretch. Stretch through your fingers, stretch through your toes unless you're someone who gets crampy feet. And bring your arms down by your side. Place your hands on your lower ribs. Get your legs relaxed, let your feet just drop to the side. Take some gentle breaths in and out. You can stay here a little bit longer if you want to, but we're going to get up. Bring your knees in. Hands over your chest, roll to the side, onto all fours. Let's do a little arch and hollow here, just to work the back. The movement just run up and down your spine. My back was feeling a little bit stiff before we started. I'm glad to say now it's feeling much looser, much more comfortable. One more. That back to neutral, tuck your toes under into a downward dog. Nice stretch through the back of the legs. Relax your head down. Walk your hands in, let your knees bend and roll slowly up to standing. Just finish with a couple of nice breaths. So take your feet a little bit apart. Take your hands up. Nice breath in and out. Let's let the knees bend this time. Bend down. Breathe in. And let the air out. One more. And out. Thank you for meeting with me on my mat today for my Pilates practice, and I hope that you'll join me again in the future. Nice work. You've worked hard today.